Yes, people, welcome back to the GraftKings Podcast. We're in Bucharest, Romania. Before we quickly jump on pod, give you a little recap of what we've been doing out here. So let's get into it, lads.
Yeah, man, it's been a mad old goal, mad old journey.
What haven't we been doing this holiday? we fit a lot into 2 days.
We did. We didn't get to go to the gun range, though.
No.
Oh, the gun range.
Yeah, no, we was meant to do. Well, the reason why we didn't get to go there today is because of what we did.
Yeah.
We chose that as priority. But
I think the spa day topped it though.
So good, man.
Yeah, of course. We've all shot. Has anyone used to shotguns before? Have you?
Yeah, I've shotguns, bro.
Just in Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done gun ranges before, but we've never done them in obviously Romania. This is our first time in Romania as well. We've never actually been to Romania, so that was a nice little trip.
Definitely recommend it for.
Oh yeah,
It's
man.
good fun,
It's
man.
not on anyone's radar to probably come to Romania, but Bucharest is for me. It's, well, for all of us, has been.
I'd come back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Everything is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And the quality's unreal.
The goals are a bit stutched though.
It's hard.
Very difficult to break through into this European. Well, what's hard European?
Culture.
It is Eastern European.
Eastern European game is difficult, boys.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. Like the birds are hot as well.
I look foreign and I tried and I got turfed a few times, but it's character building. So
The only
right.
only luck we had was with you, but she weren't Romanian.
The Israeli.
Yeah, the Israeli
The
bird.
kosher thing.
The kosher thing, yeah.
She was assault.
She was
Batley.
She was hot. She was hot. She was on it as well. But again, no one. We had no luck with Romanian girls.
When you picture Romania, it's just nothing like you think it is. I think we were saying that, like, when you think of other countries, you're the only, unless you've obviously been there, the only picture you've got is what media or what movies give you.
Yeah.
And you come here and we were like, this place is fucking stunning.
Yeah.
People are cool. It's clean as fuck.
The architecture.
Architecture is amazing, and the restaurants and stuff, like the quality of the food.
We didn't have one bad meal.
First place we
Unbelievable.
went to, we can probably say, like we had about 5 meals, starters, 4 rounds of drinks,
Shots galore. We had double
drinks,
whiskies.
and it comes to about, without the service charge, £35 each per
Mental.
person.
Spend more on Nando's.
That's mental.
Yeah, mental.
Without alcohol.
Back home, that would have easily
150.
have been a 150 each.
Yeah.
Easily.
And it was rooftop.
I was about to say.
Rooftop
yeah.
vibes
banging
were good.
music.
I forgot we even went there.
This guy.
He was so drunk, man. I've never seen Merc. Well, actually, I've seen you drunk like an ocean, but
Yeah.
he was written off, bro.
Yeah, you were pissed.
Couldn't even speak.
Tucked me into bed, didn't you?
What
I
bed?
did, yeah.
What bed?
Thank you.
What
Thank
bed?
you.
Everyone probably seen from my stories, slumped on the sofa.
They weren't a bed. And he slept in his clothes all night.
Didn't we after stuff he bro.
Rob, you got some food here.
Goodbye.
Yeah. No, you probably can't see it on camera, but I'm just doing you a favour, G.
Overall,
Amazing trip.
we recommend to come to Romania, Bucharest.
And as you all are aware, if you're watching this pod, because you've probably watched the vlog by now, or I hope you have. If you haven't, go check it out. We come here for one reason, really. The whole reason we actually come here was because we had a very ambitious goal. By the way, we're very glad we did it as well, but we had a very ambitious goal of trying to get both Tate brothers on the podcast. Considering they're like 2 of the most famous people on the planet, we've never actually really discussed the Tates on the pod before.
Never.
No.
Ever.
This is the first
What
time.
are we, 27 episodes in?
Yeah.
Something like that?
That's not because we've not wanted to. It's more because we were scared of the algorithm doing us in, basically.
Yeah.
And to be honest as well, every other person just jumps on the hype, just trying to
Yeah,
gain
so-
something off the back of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we didn't want to do that.
And we just thought, you know what? We kind of said, look, why? There's nothing we can't do. No one else is doing what we're doing right now either, like, as in pod-wise. Like, we're just starting out. We're 6 months in the game. We've already taken it to Ibiza, got one of the biggest names in Ibiza on the pod, and we thought, boys, let's just keep pushing our limits. Let's see how far we can push this. And the way we're looking at this as a W is because if we never took this trip and done what we did, we wouldn't have had the dialogue that we've just had with one of the Tate boys. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tristan has actually sent us a voice note addressing us
Yeah.
and basically
Crazy
saying-
when you think about that.
It's crazy, yeah. We've
Yeah.
got a direct contact to Tristan. He knows who
us,
we
yeah.
are. We spoke to his guards. They took a photo of us outside the.
So
That was
I'd love to have seen that photo, you know. We should have our backpacks on, like,
we should have asked for a coffee.
School kids.
What we mean is when we got to the door, we spoke to security and he said, look, I need to send a picture into them or to whoever's inside. We didn't know at this point to see if they know you're coming. And then we were just sat there like soldiers, like, cheers, click. And then we must have sent it in. But they did address the fact that there's at least like 23 people a day that comes to them.
That's nuts.
And that's probably one of the reasons why we personally didn't get to meet them. But
Do you know what? Before,
so not 23, you said a very specific number.
but that's
20 to 30 people a day.
23
people a day.
That's what you said, though.
No, you
That's
said
what-
20 to 30 people a day.
oh, minimum 23 people, sorry.
so the thing is,
23 people a day.
when we was walking away from their, I call it their fortress. It is a fucking
Yeah.
fortress. When we was walking away from it, I said to the boys, look, the only thing I can think of why they wouldn't come out is if he does it for us, he has to do it for everyone. And if we give them the idea that
That's possible.
That's possible.
Yeah.
How many other YouTubers or podcasters are going to try their luck and just fly out here to Bucharest and try and get them on the pod?
Yeah, so bearing in mind, we went first day on Saturday to drop her off some personalised gifts. And again, us following up today was just to see if they have actually received these gifts, because you never know.
Yeah.
So I think from their end, they even said they appreciate the consistency that we're bringing, except it's just a bit of an issue for them because, again, if they let us do it, then they need to let everyone do it.
Yeah, of course. So we fully appreciate it as well. And the fact that he's even sent us a voice note, we was like, wow, that's nuts.
Sorry, you know what's just come back to mind? So basically, the first day we went to go see
I know
them,
what you're going to say.
we was walking away from the gaff, walking up this long road, right? All of us just, we were not in bad moods.
Towels between our legs.
We're just walking through, and this car's just coming towards us. Someone with big shades off, big shades on, head skin,
Beard.
and we just thought we see Andrew Tate, and we all just looked at each other, going, "Boys,
that's Tate."
And then we were all like this, and the guy stopped,
I was like,
starts
oh my
reversing. We're like, "Oh my goodness,
This
it's
is
not
it.
him."
Yeah, this is
The
it.
first, the window comes down, and he says, "I'm not Andrew
Yeah,
Tate."
he laughed.
I was like,
I'm not
"Why
him.
Andrew
I'm not
Tate?"
him.
But it was his road. It wasn't just randomly somewhere in
No.
Romania.
It
It was
was 30 yards from his house.
This guy looked like him as well.
it looked like he's double.
Like it was
Identical.
weird. Like why was he even there?
I don't know. That's weird, isn't it?
Very strange.
He
Proper
went,
weird.
I'm not him. And he started laughing. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Looked
we
like
thought it
him
was
from
him.
Wish, didn't it?
Yeah, but we but we never got a response after that. And I thought, you know what, boys? We was meant to go like shooting range today, and I thought we might as well use our time wisely and try one more time to get there.
Yeah.
And that visit today.
Well, we did get a text to say, sorry, they weren't home Saturday.
yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a text say, sorry, we weren't in on Saturday when we originally knocked. So it was like, we're only here 3 fucking days. Let's go back and try our luck one last time. So today we were one step closer. We know Andrew was in. Tristan wasn't. He told us he was at a business meetings elsewhere.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that it couldn't happen, sort of thing. But I mean, it's mad to think that Andrew was behind that gate. We were.
You can hear like the music pumping as well.
Yeah.
Just to add on to that though, so people don't think we're lying, we've actually got this all on our phones and socials.
Yeah,
So
we'll show you.
it's
We'll
not
show you.
for guys.
They
We'll show
if
you.
they've seen the vlog, they would know about this.
Well, if they
anyway.
haven't, then we can always well, we can go to the vlog and
link
see
the
it from
vlog.
there as well, or we can add it onto here.
Yeah,
We'll drop some bits in here for
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's very surreal. Yeah, it's very surreal.
But you know what? I really do think that was the stepping stone to the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I think it was needed.
Yeah, this outcome wouldn't have happened unless we'd done this trip.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And for anyone thinking, why do we want the Tates? Everyone's like why Andrew Tate? Like, not it's not because we're not clout chasing. It's not because they're the most famous people on the planet right now. If you asked our parents who they wouldn't have a fucking clue who Andrew Tate was or Tristan. We want them guys because if you go back to our very first podcast as to why we started the GraftKings brand, those guys emulate exactly what we want to also portray to the younger guys and the younger generations. We feel like there's been a massive gap in that softness to masculinity where they've been trying to strip that away from guys our own age, older, and definitely the younger generation. And so they are really the only sort of other people like Trump as well, like they're big, Dana White, they're big forces for good, for masculinity.
Agreed, yeah.
These guys are too. Don't get me wrong. We want to sit down with Dana White one day. That's a dream of ours. We want to sit down with Trump one day. That's a dream of ours. But Andrew and Tristan are very much in your face. They're in the limelight, and they push that agenda hard. And so, the reason why we want to meet them is because that's the agenda we also try to push. We want men to be men. We want masculinity is a good thing. I don't believe in there being such a thing as toxic masculinity. I believe there's just fucking dickhead blokes in the world.
Yeah.
Same as there's dickhead women in the world. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
agreed.
So
Agreed.
it's not about that. I don't believe in that either side. So if for anyone thinking why these two so much, they're people to look up to in our eyes. Yeah, they've come from nothing. We come from humble beginnings, and they've gone on to make something of themselves. And what they talk about is what we try to portray as well. So that's what we want to push too. So to meet our idols,
Yeah, it's so suitable
It's mad.
for our demographic as well, like the type of people that watch our content and push us to kind of do what we do. The tons of messages we get, I think it's a perfect message for them, and not just for them, anyone who's viewing it, to be honest with you. So, and they seem just like cool guys. Like, I mean, again, we're not acting like we're clout chasers. It's the fact that we followed their journey throughout, and it would just be nice to have a sit down with them, even if it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
You see these guys on TikTok,
Yeah,
their faces and their messages all the way on TikTok and reels, and just want to meet them.
Yeah, 100%.
So I just want to sit down there. They look like cool dudes. And I do find them kind of inspirational, the messages they put out. And the shit they get up to, and it kind of just aligns with our values, isn't it?
Everyone has their own reservations about them, fair enough, but I'm not saying that we know them personally, but if you do kind of watch the longer form of content and put pieces together, you can understand the general message they put out there is for men to be
The best version
the
of
best
themselves.
versions of themselves. And
It's a very positive message. No one else is putting that message out there.
Do you know, let's touch on that actually quickly while we're doing this. We were talking about it earlier, I'm not going to say names, so I don't want to feel like I'm sending for anyone, but the people that kids look up to nowadays, the most famous people on the planet right now, certain YouTubers and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Social media influencers.
Them
Them
people,
yeah.
They are all donuts.
They're nerds.
Yeah.
They're nerds. They're donuts. And they're not really a good role model for men at all.
No.
Because these guys are... I know it sounds really hypocritical because you're watching us on YouTube right now, but they're just YouTubers who stream and don't really do much. None of them are in shape. None of them. I know some of them have gone into boxing and that now, but that's only a very, very small
minority.
Few. Yeah, small minority. But the majority of them are just lucky streamers who kids want to watch play video games, and they don't really have
much.
Yeah, they don't do anything. They don't show them. Like, I'm not saying chatting to birds is a big thing, but men approaching women is a very, very important thing for a man growing up.
They don't actually push any message.
No.
What value do they
just
bring?
stream themselves fucking talking shit, doing weird shit, making weird videos of weird things. They don't actually push an agenda. They don't actually push a message. If you used to say to these young kids, like, what does he tell you that's good? What positive message does they bring to you? And they go, I guarantee you they'd say, I don't know. Like, they'll just think he's funny.
Their demographic
It's a
is like
donut.
small little young kids.
Yeah, but you're now...
But that's because of the content they push.
That's
But
what
they're,
I'm saying.
no value.
molding the youth.
Yeah.
Do you know that restaurant I go to? Actually, I'm not going to say his name. Block that name out, Ash. But that restaurant I go to, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was chatting to him the other day. It was just me and him. I was having some food in his restaurant. I was just speaking to the owner. And I said, oh, what's your son up to? And he goes, this generation lazy.
Yeah,
They're so
They don't
lazy.
wanna work.
They don't want to work. And none of them want to. They just want to sit indoors, watch videos all day and do nothing. And I think that's because of the content that these people are watching all the time. It's just teaching. You can now just play video games and make. It's not that easy. Do you know how hard it is to break through?
Yeah,
Social
big
interaction has
pastry,
changed a lot.
Yeah,
So
and
much.
kids can't talk on the phones. They can't have. They can't look at people in the eye.
I appreciate there's every generation probably look back and go, oh, that this generation is messed up. However, I think the younger generation compared to us is actually messed up because of the way socials and the internet has taken over, the way society has changed. Everyone's form of communication is through texting. It's like some people you speak to, they're completely different in person. I think this is what it's down to.
Yeah.
We've discovered that even from some of our guests.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? From an online presence, you'd think they're some of the most outgoing, outlandish people you could ever come across, and yet they're all the complete
Introverts.
complete introverts. And it's like, I would never ever have put that down.
Yeah.
To you, do you know what I mean?
And that's where we're different because we are exactly what we are. And what it says.
I hope you guys see that as well. I genuinely hope the people that watch us and have followed our journey over just the last 6 months have seen that we're so transparent in who we are and what we're about.
all have jobs.
There's no lies here.
All have bills. All have commitments. And this
All
is-
have problems.
All have
All have
problems.
issues. All have stuff we have going on behind closed doors. All have nights where we have to talk to each other and prep each other out. We have bad days, good days, and absolutely everything else in between. But we also then want to show that even though you might have so much shit going on in your own life, you still have to just get up every day and crack the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like, no one's coming to save you.
And you know what that goes?
Nobody.
You know what that comes down to? It's so important, these circles you put yourself in.
Yeah.
Like with me and these boys, right? Again, a lot of people ask how we know each other. I'm not going to the ins and outs of it, but I'm not going to
Not
go into
again.
the ins and outs of it. because
Sick of it.
That's a complete and utter different conversation. But honestly, I'm just saying I'm blessed to be sitting here with these boys. The fact that I found 3 friends, which I've not known the longest, but length of time you know someone doesn't determine what you share and what you kind of go through together. And I can say that we're blessed because we kind of pull each other up on it. So putting yourself in the right circles, rubbing shoulders with the right people is so important.
Yeah.
When it comes to networking, like talking, interactions, you just need to go out there and put yourself out there and put yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Like this was an uncomfortable situation.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I was nervous as shit walking down to his house.
And yo, don't get nervous.
I don't get nervous. And I was walking down to his house. I was like, shit, boys, I'm nervous as shit. But that's an uncomfortable position. That's where you grow.
100%.
And like, I know it keeps going back to it because it keeps replaying in my mind all the time. We would have never got that voice note of Tristan addressing us if we didn't go
Personally,
fly
yeah.
to Romania. I know it's like, well, you flew to Romania to get a voice note, but we're one step closer.
Yeah.
And it is going to happen. Like I said, I'm repeating myself, but it is going to happen. I know for a fact it is.
Our personalised messages was very personalised gifts. Sorry, was very. Unique
Let's
as
speak
well.
about that as well.
Yeah, shout out to Slink. Shout out to Izzy.
Slink.
Yeah, shout out to Slink. I've already kind of gave him a little shout out in the vlog as well. But for you guys who haven't watched the vlog, Slink is a company that we've just partnered up with. Fully, what'd you say? We're sponsored?
Fully online. What it was. Oh, sorry. Yeah, partnership.
It's a partnership we've got between both companies. It's an online, basically, business card. It's basically all your socials.
Anything, website, contact number, anything that you do, you could have connected onto this digital business card.
It's sick, man. Like, you literally get the card, you tap against your phone, and all your links come up.
Can we do a little pop-up on the screen?
A little pop-up on the screen. Roll the pop-up.
We've got a video
up there.
Yeah, roll it. So your YouTube, your Twitter, you can even have your numbers on it. It's fully personalised.
Contact, email address, anything.
Slick. It looks so. What's the word I'm looking for? Professional. Yeah.
It's unreal. So basically, our guy who is basically the owner of Slink made us personal business cards for Tate, both Tate brothers. One said Top G and one said Tristan Tate on it, and it had both a little message that they both kind of say themselves. I think one of them's actually got the exact same blurb on it that that Andrew has on his personal business cards. So that was quite a nice touch. It was gold and black theme as well, just like his own business cards. And yeah, Slink, great company, proud to be part of them, honoured in fact.
Yeah, for sure.
And we can really see ourselves growing with them. All our links now are generated by Slink. And yeah, it's a great little partnership we've got going on there. So shout out to Slink.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one's taken them anything like that before.
No one has gave them a message like a gift like we have. No one.
Not like the donut that took him sparkling water.
Oh, man, as if he's going to ever drink that.
Can you imagine?
Do you know what I mean? Like this.
They're so wary, these guys. And completely understandably so.
Of course, yeah. They're never going to drink some sparkling water giving off them some
random. They've got a lot of heat on them at the moment, so it's understandable why we maybe didn't succeed. But we might have lost a fight, but we ain't lost a
battle.
War.
Yeah, war.
We'll get there.
I'm going to finish my sentence.
Keep finishing each other's
sentences.
Thank you. But yeah, it's I don't regret the trip at all.
No.
I'd do it again if you asked me.
Man.
100%. Well, we had some funny memories on this trip.
Listen, we were battered the
That
first
night.
night.
Jesus Christ, bruv.
Saw some things as well.
Wow.
What
Saw
did we
some
see?
questionable things.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
I had a lot of fun,
Why don't you
mate.
cover your mouth and say it?
Why would I cover my mouth and say it?
What?
Oh, about what we saw?
Yeah.
Just some of the questionable creatures that we saw.
Oh, right, yeah.
Questionable creatures. That's not very
I am a bit upset we didn't leave with any like kills.
Yeah, well, you live and you learn, bro. Character building.
Yeah, character.
They went through lack of
Even
trying.
Cristiano Ronaldo misses penalties, guys.
Yeah.
So
It was humbling, man.
Yeah.
It was humbling. Very humbling. Because I thought, you know what, probably do all right at it and fucking it's a different ball game.
do you know what it is? I think we spoke about this earlier. I was saying it to Merck. The fact is, everyone around here is mostly Romanian, so they're probably more interested in people from their own culture.
Yeah.
In the UK, you're in a very multicultural society where there's black, Asian, white, this, that, and the other. So you're more kind of integrated into that. So you're open to, well, meeting these types of cultures and people. Where I think in these
Hardly
types of
anyone speaks
countries,
English.
It's difficult. Yeah.
Hardly anyone spoke
Very
English.
None of the cab drivers did they?
No.
I kind of like it though because it's that authenticity.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
right. Yeah. Very true.
It's good. But,
You have to adapt to their culture, not the other way around.
100%.
100% always.
That's, you know what, I've clocked this. Some people go, they don't speak English. It's like, well, you're in
their country. Yes,
mate.
yeah.
It might be a universal language, 100%, but you are in their country, so.
yeah, have some respect.
They're super. They're so hospitable though. Like when every restaurant we went to, we got treated so well,
Yeah.
so well.
Just the shopkeepers, really.
They're
Miserable.
They're people have met a few words, aren't they?
You were like the shopkeeper. Thank you, and he just did the bag one.
Yeah, oh mate, that was
Oh, bro.
that one that in.
Didn't
last
wanna give him
night.
a bag.
Yeah, well, can I have a bag? He went, you got to pay for it. I was like, I'll pay for it. I went, where's the bag? He goes, I looked at him, I was like, what are you doing, bro?
I don't know.
I don't
Just
know.
hanging around.
Just hanging, I don't know.
Just hanging
Just
around.
hanging around. But overall, good trip.
Yeah. I'll talk about Spa, boys.
Oh, banging.
Wow.
How
shit,
banging was it?
It was
banging,
banging,
wasn't
It
it?
was banging.
Bang, wasn't
The
it?
best bar in the world, wasn't it?
Best banger in the world, isn't it?
Fuck's sake, boys. The Spa was unbelievable, people. I think apparently it's the biggest spa in Europe. It has just got everything you could ever imagine in it possible, like from every type of sauna, steam room, red lamps, 21 water slides,
Lots of Ratleys.
yeah, massage parlors,
All with boyfriends.
inside and outside pools. It was 25 quid. They say you got only allowed 4.5 hours. We were
we
there
stayed
quite a
there
bit
all day,
longer,
yeah.
but it cost another £1 per
Definitely
hour.
worth
was
it.
mental.
Yeah, if you're coming into Bucharest, like, you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, you
have to go.
100%
Very
have to go.
zen.
Yeah.
Get there a bit earlier though. Yeah, very chill. Like Went and sat up outside, lovely beds, good service, music's very vibey.
You could spend the whole day there if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
easy.
How long did we spend? About 6 hours.
Yeah,
About 6
we were like
hours,
big
yeah.
kids on them slides as well.
Oh
weren't we?
my goodness.
Oh, the slides,
The
man.
slides.
We were like kids.
We
man.
are literally kids, mate.
A lot of rules though.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
So many
Take your
rules.
top off, take
your
this
top
off.
off. Can't wear jewellery, but they
Innit?
don't tell you that when you start go
Just,
in.
just a bit unclear.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
unclear instructions.
You need fresh sliders to be walking around in. You can't walk in the sliders
Yeah.
into the venue.
The only critique I have is too many saunas, and maybe they could have had a few more different things.
They
like
should have had a plunge pool.
a
there.
plunge pool.
They needed a plunge pool, yeah.
I think there was a steam room.
There was steam.
We didn't go
Yeah.
into it.
No.
Oh shit.
I know, we
Yeah, I
didn't.
know.
Fuck's
No,
sake.
it was cool. It was
How many saunas were there? 6.
Lots.
about
6, bruv.
They just changed the name. One called Alhambra Reserve or something. What the fuck it's called? One's got a Moroccan thing.
One's the.
We went in the
Amazon.
hottest one. That was 90 degrees.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
hot, man.
That was nice.
Sweating.
But it needed a plunge pool after that.
Yeah.
I got stung, got a massage. I thought it was going to be 20 quid. It ended up costing me £63, but never mind.
What about those?
We'll talk about that.
What about those pina coladas?
Oh, bro, before we
donuts.
mix them up, Jesus
It
Christ.
was petulant.
I was going, mate, can we take these back? He's like, oh, we need them sweeter. He was like,
Just mix it.
just mix it. Mix
Hassan.
it. It was
No,
back.
not Hassan.
Shout out to
Yeah, yeah,
Hassan. That's when you found that Israeli thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Naughty.
Did she ever reply?
Nah, I mean, did she reply? She said she replied, but then it just
No,
went
did you
nowhere.
write that message up that you wrote last night and send it or not?
I think so.
You did.
Yeah, I said, I want some mish waiter.
Oh, you fucking dickhead.
You say that.
I didn't say. I don't know.
You
what
said
I
you. Well, what you telling me you just
I've
said?
unfollowed her today because she didn't even follow me back. The cheeky prick.
Oh, mate, birds like that, man.
Tush,
she was
bruv.
like, mate, she was going past us, staring into my soul. So I was like, "You're right."
And she kept being handsy with you. She's very.
Oh, you found out on the in the main strip on the weekends, they shut off the main strip either side, and because we saw everyone walking up and down the street, and we were like, "Why is everyone walking in the road? Is this a thing out here?" And we found out they shut off the main strip. Like imagine like Regent Street or whatever. They every weekend they close the front and the back, and it's just for everyone to enjoy the restaurants and sitting outside,
And scoot
eating,
about.
up and down, scooting about.
Scooter's so fun.
We shouldn't have been on them scooters. We were so gutted. It was so much fun.
Be careful, innit?
Yeah, just be
They're
careful.
quick. They're faster than the ones you get in London. They're rapid,
they're rapid,
mate. They're
bro.
rapid.
They were rapid.
Surprised none of us come off. To be fair.
Yeah, did I say we'll plug? Yeah, we'll plug all the restaurants and that where we went to.
Yeah.
for everyone to go
Yeah.
enjoy.
But
Everywhere.
overall, successful trip.
Very.
Loved it,
Mine,
yeah,
but the
and
icing on
dirt
the
cheap,
cake.
dirt cheap.
Yeah, no icing on the cake, but we got the cake.
It was wicked, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's
A
definitely
place
a
where, like I said,
stepping
we'll all come back to.
Yeah, I'd come back. Do you know what? I think honestly, this is the stepping stone towards the pod
stone. Yeah.
with the boys, or one of them at least.
So yeah, if anyone's back home like laughing the fact that we didn't get him on pod, but
I don't think anyone will be laughing. The only
Bro,
people.
I'm telling you, there will be someone out there thinking, oh, you know what, they didn't get him. They went. Trust me, there's always people that
Haters
hate.
of course
everywhere.
there
And that's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
We don't mind.
I like it.
I don't
Keep
care.
watching.
Yeah, 100%. And
I think everywhere we go to from now, and any weekend away we do, any little trip we do, we'll do a recap of the place, what we think of it, places that we went to, places that we had recommended to us, where we went. So then we can obviously then pass that information on to
Yeah.
you guys and girls that obviously want to go to these places and think like go to places you wouldn't have normally have thought of going
This is a sick spot, man.
to go to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
We've got
so hot.
yeah, banging weather. And then
Airbnb,
we're
our
in
Airbnb
September
was
as well.
dirt cheap.
Cheap to book hotels, easy to book hotels. We booked this place like
Today.
for 3 hours before we got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap as chip.
And it's fucking gorgeous.
£15 each.
Yeah.
Banging.
We've got loads more planned though, like loads of trips for next year. We could talk about one place. We're going there.
Oh yeah,
talk about
we've got
a place,
an
we're
idea
going
as
there.
well, but we don't want to commit to it 100% because we've got very, very busy lives. But we're going to try and do like I don't know what to call it, but maybe a UK tour every month. We'll try our best to do a new city. So we're going to start off with Newcastle in October. First week of Newcastle, first weekend of October, we're going to Newcastle. That made sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then every month after that, we're going to try and do a new city, whether it's Liverpool, Manchester, go Glasgow, wherever.
We're just going to try and travel as much as possible.
Yeah, but we want to go up and down the UK, and every time
Yeah.
we go to these different countries, different cities, try and get someone from that area on the pod.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the goal. We're not going there aimlessly. We want to try and utilize us traveling to that area and trying to get someone that's influential in that area,
Yeah.
get them on the pod, and also try and have a good night out.
Yeah, we've been invited up to Newcastle to go and do some cool shit with some cool people.
Yeah.
And like that's another thing what the pod's done and when it comes to sort of networking is that like even going to do that what we're doing in Newcastle, you'll see soon. Like we've just never have had that opportunity had we not be doing what we're doing.
No, true.
Do you know what I mean? To go and meet these cool people, going to do these cool things with these, and then we're going out with these people, like, and then they wanted us to come up, and they wanted us to they wanted to show us around, their place where we're going, etc. And just go and have a cool time and hang out.
Business and pleasure, baby.
It's crazy what this networking does. It's
Have
crazy.
any of you boys been to Newcastle?
Not of any significance.
I'm going before you lot though.
Are you?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
the
you are.
23rd.
Yeah, you're going up
To
with
meet a
tea
team.
now.
I'm going with tea.
All right.
I'm going with tea.
Oh, so when you said about that hotel thing the other day, that wasn't for us.
No.
Oh.
What hotel
You
thing?
said I could get your hotel in Newcastle.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't think I said that, bro.
You did. Didn't you say that?
No,
can't
don't
remember, bro.
look at him for fucking comfort.
You did, brother. You
I probably
said.
showed you.
No. You said T can get
I
cheap.
maybe don't shout.
You said T can get
He's
cheap
shouting
hotels.
the levels.
Behave. We got some.
Sorry, cut that out, Ash. Cut that
No,
out.
you don't have to cut out. Just
Beep it.
leave it.
No, that hotel. I think I was just showing where I'm staying.
No,
With
you
T.
said T's going to sort out accommodation
Anyway.
in Newcastle for cheap.
No, I think you're mistaken. You took that to
I don't make
what T
mistakes.
said about Manchester, and I was like, no.
I don't make mistakes.
Manchester.
No, what I said to you was T booked a hotel,
Yeah.
and the geezer's like booked, and he's just gonna like throw me 50 quid, and I was fucking hell, the geezer's like
I
plugged
thought
it.
you were saying that for our Newcastle
That's,
trip.
that's your miscommunication.
No,
on
it's
your
not.
end.
It's your miscommunication.
Sort out your earring.
Earring?
Anyway,
Earring. Thank you.
Thank you.
that's why we come here, guys. We're gonna keep trying to do some cool shit, some mad shit, meet some mad people, and see where we go, see where we end up along the way.
Banging in
We've
there.
actually got a flight in 4 hours. It's banging in it.
It's because he says it's about anything. He'll go,
Not
he'll go, like iced coffee. Like, oh my god, boy, that's banging in it.
Best coffee ever, innit?
Best coffee, yeah, that's banging in it.
I'm a very enthusiastic person about life. If they're going to hate on me for being enthusiastic, then fuck the pair of
Bro,
them.
this geezer woke up from a nap in a cab. Oh, it's the best nap ever in here.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
That nap was banging,
I
innit?
didn't say it's the best ever. I was
Banging in it.
That was banging in it.
I love you, bro. I wouldn't change it. But we got a flight to catch, boys.
Yeah.
And I'm hot as shit in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all tired.
So that's Romania. That's why we come here. Big up Bucharest.
Big up the Tate brothers.
100%.
We'll see you guys.
Yeah, one day they will be sat next to us here.
Inshallah.
What a journey, what a story it will be once we actually do land it. Massive thank you to everyone supporting our journey. We've had mad messages since we've been out here. Obviously, we know it's been a big tease. It's been a tease for ourselves, do you know what I mean? Because we just didn't know, obviously, what was going to happen. But massive love to everybody that's been reaching out to us the whole weekend saying, oh my God, boys, hope you land it. Hope it happens. We want to see this pod. We want it to happen just as much as you do. So massive love for everybody who's, on this journey with us because it's fucking exciting, man.
And we're not just doing it for us as well. We're doing it for you guys. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we want you to see the conversation. I've watched every single one of their interviews that they've done. That's pretty much all I watch his podcast. And like some of the people that have interviewed them are boring as shit.
Yeah.
I know they're well famous and they've got clout for whatever reason, and fair play to them. But I've watched their conversations with these people, and they ask shit questions.
Yeah.
It's a boring interview, and it's like, why are you not asking them X, Y, and
Yeah.
Z?
Like,
Like
we don't-
getting into the real nitty gritties,
Yeah.
and they're not. So we will ask the outlandish questions. We want to really dig deep into their lives and where they got to where they are now, and what they've done business wise, what they're doing, what they recommend, etc., etc. So listen, when we do land these people, we will ask the questions that our people want to see,
Yeah.
and what we want to see as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
So
On that note.
yeah.
If you've made it this far, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button.
Leave a comment in the comment section.
And we'll see you in the next.
Peace.
Peace.